This is everything you should expect on your first bodybuilding competition. This is serious stuff. This could save you a lot of time and a lot of money, a lot of agony, and a lot of stress. I was so freaking stressed out during my first show. But yeah, guys, thanks for clicking on this video. This is my first video on this channel besides the shorts I've posted about the show as well, you've probably seen. But yeah, guys, let's dive right into it. Let's save you time, energy, and money on your first bodybuilding show. This is everything you need to know. So first up, very first thing we need to hit, extremely important, I did not hit on this enough, is your posing, guys. Your posing mandatories, specifically. Your routine, not as needed as you think it is. Everyone treats it like a joke. It doesn't give you points for judging. Pretty much doesn't matter. It's fun, but it pretty much doesn't matter. There's no situation which I've ever seen in any of the shows I've watched where you actually need to get down to the specifics enough to look at the posing routine for the judges. The point system is very classic, it's very defined, it's very usual, and it pretty much doesn't involve the posing routine whatsoever. For you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, the free posing routine where when you're on stage by yourself, it's generally about 30 seconds to a minute. I spent so much time on the routine when I should have been focusing on mandatories, and they ended up cutting it out of the show completely. They only gave us 2 poses. I'll put them right here. They gave us 2 poses, and it was for like 20 seconds. Literally didn't matter at all. Super big waste of time. And during that time, I should have been hitting my mandatories, because I hit mandatories. I probably did like 2 entire rounds of mandatories every day, posing super hard, and I still was cramping up. I know, partially because I cut sodium during peak week. I was still cramping up, still having a hell of a hard time, sweating my tan off. I'll pop a picture real quick right here. Sweating my tan off. I got my sword though. Sweating my tan. It was just like my cardio wasn't there, and I did cardio every day, or just like it takes so much physical ability to cramp down. Really practice your posing mandatories. Don't focus on your routine. It's not worth it. Speaking of tanning though, me sweating my tan off because I did this improperly too. No one preps you for tanning. No one preps you for tanning. Not a single YouTube video I watched about show prep, not my coach, not the people who were even tanning me knew the answers to my questions I was asking on what to wear, what to do, when to do it. Guys, please make sure you bring the right thing to tanning. It has to be very loose fitting, black, so it doesn't stain it unless you don't care about it. And it has to be something you do not want to sweat in. I was told to just wear long sleeves, long pants, something you won't get cold in, but something you won't sweat it. Yeah. Even when I asked the people who were tanning me, they were like, yeah, just wear your tank top and shorts because they're black. It's fine, it won't stain. But every single thing I bumped into from the night you tan to the morning of the show, just ripping off layers of the tan. It looked terrible. So wear something baggy, like pajama pants and like a long sleeve shirt that's like super loose fitting and thin so you don't sweat, and is black. Perfect thing to wear. I didn't pack that. I packed like a hoodie and sweats, and I was sweating my freaking tan off, dude. It was so bad. And the next thing, coming way earlier than they say to come. Way earlier than they say to come. I would say come an hour earlier than they say to. By the time I showed up to when I was supposed to be at the show, they have already been doing tan touch-ups, which is goes into the tanning thing. They do touch-ups way before the show starts. They had already done glazing. They already set up for the show and already giving the speeches for the pre-prep to like hype everybody up and do all the community shit. Everything was pretty much over by the time I got there. I did not have time to do my tanning touch-ups, so I looked worse on stage. I'll put a little picture up here. Look how bad my tan looked. It was horrible. It was terrible. It was a nightmare. I was super stressed out. I was shoving carbs in my face and pumping up. I had like maybe a half hour trying to glaze up, pump up, do everything I needed to before my show, and it was so exhausting and stressful. Just get there as early as humanly possible, like before they even set up the show, if you could. But yeah, guys, those are the first 3 things: tanning, posing, coming early. Also, another thing that I really messed up during my show is I am a skinny guy already. There's ectomorphs, mesomorphs, and endomorphs, right? I'm an ectomorph, which means that I lose weight very easily. And I guess my coach wasn't aware of this. I was sort of aware of this, but I didn't know to what extent. And guys, I lost muscle mass and just mass in general so easy on prep going into this is more peak week stuff and more prep stuff than it is show day, so I'll keep this part short. So I know you guys look for show day stuff. I'll do my peak week stuff in another video. But guys, it's so important to know because I cut carbs, I cut protein too hard, I cut my fats, I cut everything so hard to the point where my body just shriveled up and I did not have the mass. I could not retain my mass during my bulk. And then another thing is starting to fat. If you're an endomorph and you gain weight really easy, you have to cut down a lot before you start your prep. You want to make sure you're in that, I would say, 12% body fat range before you even start your prep and your peak week and things like that, because peak week doesn't just instantly make you a crazy looking bodybuilder. It definitely helps. People say it'll make you like 5% better, and I agree with that. I think that's a good thing. But guys, if you're an ectomorph and you lose muscle mass really easy, I'll pop a picture here of what I look like compared to some of the other guys in my show. Ridiculous. They had so much more mass than I did. I was cut and I looked good, but they had so much more mass than I did. But yeah, guys, definitely pay attention to that. Another thing, just mentally, guys, like, don't stress out. I know it's easier said than done, but if you don't want to compete, don't compete, right? Competing's a choice. I stressed myself out so much, and I only wanted to do it if I was winning, because I was trying to farther my personal training career, selling my plans, all those kinds of things. I thought this would be really good clout, and it still is. I didn't end up getting first place. I ended up placing very, very well, though. And yeah, guys, like, I was just stretching myself out so much, and you don't know who's going to come to the show. You don't know who's going to show up. I psyched myself out because I was looking at the people around me who were competing, like at my local gym and things like that. Guys, I am a big fish in a small pond in my home city, but out there in the real world, it's so much different. You go up against everyone from everywhere. And I had watched so many shows for like the last 5 years. Everyone was tiny or fat or old, and I was like, bro, I got this shit on lock. And then you show up into someone who's done, competed for their pro card 10 times and blasted SARMs 2 years ago to where it doesn't register in the tests that you have to take to get your pro card. Honestly, he wasn't even tested, so we really don't know. Kind of ridiculous. They make you just sit there on a lie detector test. Yeah, I haven't used SARMs before. Okay, anyone could say that and control their heart rate. But yeah, I'll pop a picture right here of who I was going up against compared to me. Kind of ridiculous. Absolutely insane. They took our heights, didn't even take our weights, and then didn't measure us when we got there to see if our heights were accurate. So all the people that were like 6'2" were saying they were 5'9" when they were put in my height category. So you could see that here. Absolutely ridiculous. So stupid. But yeah, guys, another thing is pumping up, carbing up, and getting some sodium in right before you go on stage. You don't want to start too soon. One mistake that I made was starting too soon, and then they made you line up, but you couldn't bring your bands to pump up with in line. You can only bring them on the side stage, and there were no weights allowed at all. So make sure, absolutely sure, you have a rope handy, or you have a partner to pump up with, or you have a band. You could do a lot of different band movements. I stand on it and do rows, stand on it and do bicep curls, do push-ups with it against my back, and then stand on it and do lateral raises. Those are the 4 key pump-up techniques you need right before you step on stage. And you need to make sure you carb up, sodium up, chug some water, and then, don't chug water. That's for before the show. Day of show, you need to keep water low. You want that dry look. But yeah, guys, make sure you pump up right before you get on stage. It should be no more than maybe 10 minutes, maybe maximum, before your actual show. And you need to do that however many times you have, however many shows. So if you have 3 shows, you do it 3 times. And don't pump up like crazy, because you will sweat off that stupid glaze they put on you. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I hate it so much. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have. I'm going to be making another video soon about peak week, about nutrition, about my split, about all those things. I want to make all these videos during my actual peak week and things like that and vlog it, but I was just so brain dead on prep. I did not have the energy to do it, and I have a 9 to 5 too, so it was just absolutely horrendous. I had no energy this entire time, and now I'm getting into everything afterwards, guys. So like and subscribe if you want to see more about peak week and nutrition, my split, all those kinds of things. And also, guys, I am selling my plan. If you guys would like to compete, there's a perfect competition plan. I'm going to tweak it for all my mistakes that I made during my plan, all the reasons I think I didn't place as high as I should have, and it should be the perfect plan to get you from wherever you're at to exactly where you need to be for your prep. So, and also your show day. So let me know, guys, if any of this was helpful to you by liking the video. It really helped with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, guys, thanks for the support on my first video. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. It means the world to me. This channel will hopefully grow. I love doing this stuff. I love helping people with their goals. So yeah, guys, thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.